Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Just to inform you, today we're going to go live twice, which means I will finish this one and then we will start another one because as we promised, we will take calls for Christmas. I just noticed that today is 24th for people who live in Asia, so like tomorrow you have the Christmas. So after we finish with this one, we are going to go live again, so people who we promised them that we will take their call in Christmas and we will have just good time. Anyone would like to call us is free. Feel free to call, especially if you are from Asia, because your Christmas come before us. Today our topic is about a Muslim woman from Tunisia. Let us see the video. Here we go. This woman, actually, she is very brave. Regardless you agree with her or not, she exposed all of Islam in 2 seconds. She made a video saying that she found 2 husbands and both of them they are willing to marry her in the same time. Therefore, she is going to marry them and she invites for everybody for the wedding. And she said she is very excited and very happy for marrying 2 men. Now, what happened then that the Muslims, they went so mad and they are all over the place. You know, in Tunisia, because Tunisia is anti-Islam, as we know, since the Muslim Brotherhood being kicked out from the government. In Tunisia, a men, they cannot marry twice. You know, Islam is like, you know, is dead in Tunisia. So, but the law doesn't say a woman cannot marry 2 men, you know. So the men cannot marry 2 women or 3 women or 4 women as Muslim they do usually in Tunisia, but there is nowhere in the law it says that a woman she cannot marry more than 1. So she said, bingo, let me do it. But the funny is that the Muhammadan, they went so mad and they start calling her names. As an example, she is a pervert, she is a slut, she is a whore, she is you know, etc. All of this because she decided to marry 2 men. So the question is, how come you can marry 4 women and you are not a whore, and you are not a slut, and you are not an idiot, but when the woman she decide to do it, you go crazy? And obviously the woman, she is very serious. And actually, I think now the wedding is already done because she mentioned a date. You know, the Tunisian language is a strange for, like, I understand them, but it's not too much clear for me. So when she mentioned the date, I think she was speaking French because Tunisian, you know, they mix French and, you know. So I have the link, by the way, in the info. In case you speak Arabic, you can watch her. But you know, here we see how awkward and how stupid this so-called religion is, Islam. They go, they sleep with kids, and they have no problem. Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 6, they have no problem. Muhammad had 13 women, no problem. Hundreds of sex slaves, no problem. They themselves, they exchange women the same as they change shoes, no problem. But when a woman, she decide to do what they do, you know, she's hot. She's hot. 2 men is not, maybe not enough. Maybe she needs 3, you know. And the funny, you will see the Muslims, they start saying, oh, and you will register the baby in the name of who? Abdul. That is very, you know, like funny, silly question. Because first of all, who said if you marry a woman and you are the only husband, you are the father of the baby? Did you ever do a DNA test? No. So marrying a woman doesn't make you the father. Doesn't make you the father. The only one knows who is the father is the woman. So shut up. Secondly, there's a DNA test. She can find out who is the father. So the Muslims are really very, very, I mean, they are upset because Islam is dead. Islam became a joke. And the Muslim women, as you see, they don't care for hijab and this madness, you know. Nobody, I mean, Islam is dead. So when somebody come with an idea, which is in before, by the way, the Arab women before Islam, they used to have multi-husbands. And I saw in the comments somebody saying, oh, they want to go to the time before Islam. So in before Islam women, she was enjoying her life, not the man enjoying his life. It was the woman in charge. She have many husbands and she choose who is the father when she have a baby. At that time, there's no DNA for sure. But Muslims, who they are very awkward like their prophet, they follow a pervert who told them that you can enjoy it, it's for you, it's lawful, and it's not lawful for women, you know. And the question, why it's lawful for you, not lawful for women, they have no answer, because, you know, this is a cult, this is a sexual cult. As long you promote sexuality, well, sexuality you promote, and this is what you get. You get what you paid for. Aren't you a Muslim? Isn't it Zakir Naik, he promised Muslim women in heaven. He said, when somebody asked Zakir Naik, a woman, she asked Zakir Naik about hur. She said to him, how come Muslim women, you can search the video on YouTube, how come the Muslim man will get 72 virgins, but the Muslim woman, what, she will get nothing? He said to her, brother sister, I actually get the point. How come the Muslim man, he has 70 virgins, and Muslim women, they don't have 70 virgins? In fact, the word hur in Arabic, it is a plural word, which means it can be male and female. So inshallah, sister, when you go to heaven, you are going to have 72 men, they will if you. For sure, he did not say the word if you, imagine it, because that's what will happen. You know what will happen. So Zakir Naik, he told the women that you will have 72 women to if you in heaven. So what's your problem? 72 men, they will if a Muslim woman in heaven. What's exactly your problem? I thought you are an open-minded religion, very sexual, very open-minded, for women in the bedroom. Suddenly you became a conservative? Since when? You are a Mohammedan. A Mohammedan and conservative doesn't make sense. When your prophet, he ordered your wife to give a breastfeeding for adult, and this was verses in the Quran, where was your conservative, emotional feeling? Shouldn't you ask yourself, what kind of God he ordered my wife to give her breast to a stranger, to the bus driver? According to Islam, if a Muslim woman, she want to go in the bus, she have to do breastfeeding for everybody in the bus. 10 times in 10 different days, until they are satisfied. And I'm talking about men, not women. So those people, they claim to be, you know, Zainab saying, he is calling me princess. I mean, your name is Zainab, which means tail. I don't know, your tail is between your legs. So he's saying that I take the verses out of context. Well, this is what your prophet said. You tell me, here we go. Guys, I take the verses out of context. That's a good one. Give me the context. Even this one have a contact? Okay. Go ahead, give me. The woman, she asked Muhammad, she said, but he's a growing man. The prophet, he says, I know he's a growing man. Even this one I'm talking, I mean, open the tafsir, potato. I mean, those people are very, look at this religion. You know, فيما أنزل في القرآن 10 رضعات معلومات. It says in front of you, here we go. Even Aisha, she ordered her sisters. Here we go. Yahya related to me from Malik, from Nafi, from the religion of Mr. From. Everything in this religion is from, and nobody knows who are they. And then informed him, okay, who, what, from, informed him, sound like Quran. I mean, this isn't the Quran, you know, from Muhammad, from Jibreel, from Israfil, from Allah. Okay, who is Allah? Allah knows best. So Yahya related to him, and Ibn Umar informed him that Aisha Ummul Mu'minin, which means the mother of the believer, I mean the woman, she is 6 years old, and now she became the mother of the believers, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister. Kulthum bint Abi Bakr as-Siddiq. And he said, she said to him, suckle him 10 times so he can come to me and see me. Where is Zainab, the one who says take things out of context so he can come to me and see me? So if Aisha become the Secretary of the State, every guest from Japan, from China, from Spain, from Italy, especially Italian men, man, they will love it, those Italian, because they love pizza and they love breast. So, brother, you want to meet Aisha? Sorry, you cannot meet Aisha without suckling. Suckling who? Either Aisha, and Aisha actually, she is coming with a new idea. She is making them suckle her sister, but the fact she should suckle them. But she said this is too much, you know. Yeah, somebody saying his name is Bacterian. You are jealous of Islam. And my friend, your name is Bacteria, and I'm jealous from Islam. Just give me a break, Mr. Bacteria. Don't let me get some alcohol and destroy you. I mean, we have a religion who Allah praise alcohol, and he promised you alcohol in heaven. And not only that, he claimed that alcohol is a sign from Allah, and then he said it's from shaitan. What a stupid religion. Going back to our topic. So this woman, may Allah make her happy in her marriage. She is going to have two men in the bed. Who is a Muslim can prove her wrong? Nobody. Nobody. Actually, in the Quran it says, go and F2 and 3 and 4, and it doesn't say even a female. It says fawahida. The Muslim, they will say the word wahida mean female. No, wahida mean one marriage. One marriage. And even if it's mean a female, well, that will not change anything. Where in the Quran it says a female she cannot marry for? Who want to show me a verse? Who is a Muslim can show me a verse? Nowhere. And as long Islam came for every Muslim, well, that means she can have four at least at the same time, which is fun. I mean, one of them get tired, the other one will take the second shift, you know, or maybe together, all together, you know. When Muslim men, they have four women, and, you know, boom, 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 and then he claimed that he is a holy man, praying to Allah. You're a prophet. He used to go and do boom, boom for 13 wives in one night. Now, I'm not going to ask how in the world, look at this. All Muslim prophet, by the way, they are so good in boom, boom. Allah Messenger said, once Solomon, son of David, said by Allah, tonight I will have sexual intercourse with 100 or 99 women. Look, Sulaiman, he's not sure, brother. He's not sure how many women they are waiting for him. 100, 99, 97, 98. I'm not sure really. Too many. Okay, what he will do tonight? I mean, this is what Islam is about. I mean, the guy is going to, excuse my language, he will F 99 women or 100 women in one night. Do you even Muslim have a brain? Who is the man he can F, excuse my language again, 100 women a night? Hello? And according to the story, he did it. According to Muhammad's story, look, Muhammad don't lie. Muhammad, prophet of Allah, don't lie. It's true story. Solomon, he used to eat honey every day and seafood, and he take Viagra. I mean, you know what? Even if you swallow 2 barrels of a Viagra, you cannot do it. You will die. 100 women, man. I mean, are you sure? You know, this is, I mean, look, you know, Sulaiman, he is because he is a Muslim prophet now, that's it. They have to add superpower for his penis. He's a Muslim prophet. A prophet of Allah, you have to be equipped with special penis. Actually, I heard, okay, hold on. Just to show you according to Islam, why the penis is so important. According to Muslims, Abraham, he used to have the biggest ever. How we know? I mean, the guy, when he did circumcision, because it's so big, how he did circumcise himself? He used an adze. Have you ever heard of somebody circumcising himself by an adze? Adze? What about sledgehammer? I mean, he have a penis or he have an elephant leg? What the heck was that? You see, because it's so big, so even if he missed, like, let us say, like, you know, you hire your hand up and boom, even if you like cut extra 20-inch, 50-inch, who care? It's too big, man. Just cut, just take it, and whatever you do, whatever you cut, just make it sausages. I mean, what's wrong with it? So Suleiman, he do boom boom with 100 women, and no Muslim ask himself. This is how stupid this religion is. Not a single Muslim asks himself, how in the world this guy, he can have sex with 100 women? And look, this is al-Bukhari, brother. Very authentic, brother. The whole story is authentic. And you know what making me upset, be honest with you? I mean, I thought I am like maybe the best in that field. But Suleiman, he did beat me, man. I'm so upset. Look, I am now up and set. 100 women at night, and look what happened after he did boom boom to 100 women in one night. Tonight, not tomorrow. Don't leave it for tomorrow. I mean, those Muslims, they don't leave work for tomorrow, even though the whole nation work by a secret word. It's called inshallah. Brother, when you are going to fix the road, inshallah, tomorrow. There's a guy, he took a picture of himself next to a hole in the street when he was 6 years old, and then he took a picture again next to the same hole in the front of his house 35 years after. Inshallah, we will fix it tomorrow. So what happened now, Suleiman, when he decided to F the 100 women, according to Muhammad's story, which is absolutely true, history report that, science prove it. At that time, men, they can do miracles. Man, I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that my grandfather, he was able to sleep with 9 billion trillion women in 2 minutes. Not even in one night. 2 minutes. And by the way, this story is reported to me by Mr. Rabbit, peace be upon him, because he was a companion. He was there in the room. The rabbit was watching. Unbelievable. So when this woman, she decided to have sex with 2 men, and all your religion is about having sex with hundreds of women, well, you're getting upset. Is that because you have extra honor? Or because you are a sexual donor? And then look what happened. The story is getting even more funny. After this is idiot Solomon, the Mohammedan Solomon, he had sex with 100 women, brother. He forgot to say, if Allah wills. Look the heck. The guy, he go to the bedroom, they take off their panty, he starts shooting. And then he reload the sperm, because you can load it, by the way. Load and reload, absolutely, you know, and discharge. After all the shooting, and his gun is a smoking gun now. The whole night he's shooting. He forgot to say inshallah before he started. And then because he did that, brother, Allah, he gave him one of the women only, just one woman. Only one. He F 100 women, only one of them. He conceived and gave birth to a half man. That is Zakir Naik. Unbelievable. I mean, Muhammad don't lie, man. Muhammad, he don't lie. The guy, he is a truth machine. You know, like there's a time machine, there's a falafel machine. Muhammad is a truth machine. Everything he say is documented. Anyway, the video is there. I'm not going to play it. If you speak Arabic, you can listen to her. Look at this. Look at the Muslim. They start insulting her. Yeah, it's clear she had sex with thousand people before. Like supposedly his mother, she was a virgin. You know. Yeah, you know, there is a woman. Her name is Foxy. She converted to Islam. She's from Canada. And this woman, after she converted to Islam, she noticed that Muslim women. You can watch the video. You can search it. Now she became a Muslim and she moved to Dubai, and now she knew what Muslim women do, and she was so upset about how hypocrite the society, and she started talking about how virgin they are. Go watch the video. It's so dirty. I cannot say to you what they are saying. It's not good for my age, you know. If my mom, she knew, well, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, I cannot speak that language. Alhamdulillah. We say it only when we read the Quran. I mean, the whole Quran is F words. Anyway, so she said, I will be the first Tunisian women who marry two men. And I invite you all. And she said the date. And actually, I think the date is already done. So now she is already in the bed having honeymoon with two men. May Allah bless her and bless her time, you know. And actually, she have enough. I mean, she have enough energy, you know. And you know what? When you are wearing the glasses and they are thick, just take the glasses. You will not even notice how many you have with you. Just joking. Anyway, so guys, today, because we promised people to go live on air for Christmas, we are going to finish with this one here. You can share the link and you can share the video. You can add it. You know, you can play the video. I'm not going to play videos of Muslims because they, you know, even I don't think this one she will, you know, she will flag it or anything. I think she is very friendly already. She might marry me too. I will be husband number 3. And Mohammed husband number 4. Trust me, if Mohammed he see her, he will make a chapter about her. You know, especially she's blonde. They worship a blonde. Mohammed he said to the Muslims, attack the Romans so we can get the blonde girls. Don't want you blonde girls. I mean, look how decent he is. He want to attack a nation, go to a war, cause half of his men at least to die, just for the sake of getting blondie women. Very, very decent man. Peace be upon him. Yeah, and you know, before I go, there was a guy, his name is Learning Islam. I don't see him no more. He's dead now. He want to bring his father to debate me. He's ready. And the second I go live, he's dead. And he want to debate me what? About Islam is peace. My friend, why you want to debate about Islam is being peace or not? What about we talk about Islam is a piece of sexuality? What about we talk about Islam is a piece of stupidity? I don't care if you want to prove to me Islam is peace. Isn't it your Quran says go and kill them wherever you find them? Islam is peace. You are here? No, my friend, you are an idiot. You are not here. You are there. I'm here. Go and learn English. Your Quran, your English is the same as your Quran. Your God, Allah, he keeps saying, I'm here. You know, and since when we never heard of him? I'm here. You know, like what the heck? Look. Allah, Muhammad, he decided to copy a story from the Christian and the Jews. Okay. Okay, let us go. Look, this is your God, Allah. Look how funny. You know, the Quran is my best comedy. Look at this, man. What the heck is that? Who can make Quran like this? Nobody. So Musa's, he went with his friends and his family, and then he saw fire from far distance. So Musa says to his family, okay, brother, I'm going to go get some fire. All right. When he arrived toward the fire, so when he reached the fire, he was cold from the right side of the valley. Look, Allah, he will never sit in the left side of the valley. Are you kidding me? Islam is always right. So he will be in the right side. Okay, in the blessed place from the trees. What the heck? The blessed place? Why it's blessed? And then he said to him, oh Moses, verily I am Allah, the Lord of Al-Alameen. Okay, hold on. How Moses will know who is this God Allah? Shouldn't you make introduction first to him? Secondly, and what do you mean you are Allah? Where are you? He was in the tree. Allah is in the tree. Muhammad, he copied the he copied the story from the Old Testament. But remember, the Muslim, they say, Allah, it's not fit for him to be in the earth. Like, what the heck? So now Allah, it's fit for him to be in a tree? And not only that, things is even getting more crazy. So if you go, like when he arrived to the fire, because Muhammad, you know, he repeated the same story tons of time, and each time he repeated, he said a different story. So in different verse, he says, Burika ma fi nar. And then now he asked the Muslims, hold on, who is in the fire? So listen. This is the same story in different chapter. Muhammad is adding more stuff to the story now. You see, this is the same story. In the previous chapter, this statement is not there. Muhammad, he just jumped it, you know. So you can skip in a recipe. He's making food recipe, you know. There is no need for eggs. Okay, so that recipe you have to use eggs. This recipe there's no eggs. Okay, here there's milk. Muhammad's making a recipe, so the story changed. So here, so when Moses, he came to the fire, remember when Moses said to his household, verily, this is chapter 27, verse number 7 and 8, I will bring for you some of information. You bring information or you bring the fire. It looked like Moses, he was like an informational. I will bring to you some information. Are you sure? Imagine people, they need to warm up and cook, and the guy will go all the way to the fire to bring some information. So he will walk a couple of kilometers and he'll come back to them and says, there was a fire. Abdul, we say it from long distance, it's a fire. I mean, it says here that he saw a fire. What do you mean information? So he came back with the information. But when he arrived to the information center, which is the fire, when he came to it, he was cold. Blessed is who is ever is in the fire. The second you ask the Muslims, who is in the fire? They will go in the limbo. Limbo, potato. Who is in the fire? Allah is in the fire. And look, it says, blessed who is in the fire, and who is around the fire. Hey, Muslims, are you like a Hindu or a Persian or something? What fire? What is that? Blessed fire? What? I don't know. What are you talking about? You know, when Muhammad is still a story. I mean, can you ask him to change the paint? I mean, Islamic paint is not working. It's going to peel 2 minutes after you paint it. Anyway, and you know the story. Everything in Islam is an awkward, stupid. But I'm so glad for this woman that she having now 2 husbands, practicing her side of understanding of Islam, because Islam, you know, there's many interpretation. Everybody have his own interpretation. Muhammad have interpretation, the scholar have interpretation, Abu Bakr have interpretation, Umar al-Khattab have interpretation, Allah have interpretation, Jibreel have interpretation, and the top of that, it's the religion of interpretation, you know. And the Muslims are the first, the only one can explain to you the Quran. How they explain it? They say, the scholars disagree about the meaning of this verse. And now the conclusion. And based on that, they agree about not to agree about the meaning. I mean, do you see how good this religion is? And the funny is, the Muhammadan, they say that the Quran is so powerful in Arabic to the point nobody understands what the Quran is saying. I mean, when they say to you, Allah knows best, you know that they are doomed. You know they cannot explain what it's like. Alif Lam Mim. Allah only knows what he meant by those words. Okay, what about other verses? Allah only knows what he meant. Actually, even the Quran says that is a huge part of the Quran. Nobody knows what it means save Allah. Anyway, we are going to stop here so we can start taking calls. Do you guys want to call me as we promise you for the Christmas or no? Who is going to join us in live conversation Christmas time? We are just going to have fun. Christmas, Merry Christmas, nothing more. Somebody saying, why is CP lying? Man, why is CP lying? I showed them the reference in the front of their face. I'm lying. I love it when Muslims they talk. Why you are lying, huh? Why you are lying? Okay. Somebody saying, look, this is a smart Muslim. I like it when a Muslim he squeeze, but not his brain. He squeeze his testicle. Look at this bacterian. That's deep. Brother, that was shocking. Look what this guy he said. Christmas was celebrated by Iranian for thousands of years as birth of date of Mitra. Abdul, it's called a Christmas, you idiot. I mean, at least change the name, you donkey. It's so they're celebrating Christmas. Christ Mass. Just don't come here alone. Bring your dad with you. Unbelievable. It's called a Christmas. At least change the name. Give it a different name. You know. Don't get married, okay? Your wife, she will leave you. I'm ready to can right now. Oh, this Muslim wanna call me? Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a call from you, and because I cannot wait, because you keep saying you wanna call me, So I'm going to open my Skype just for you, learn Islam, okay? Just for you. You promised me to call, right? Okay. And then after that, we will go and do the Christmas evening thing. Let us have some fun with this learning Islam. Let me open my Skype. Okay, learn Islam. My Skype is loading. It's going to be on in a second. Text me. Let us see how good you are, man. Oh, he's online. Let us call him. Supposedly his father will debate me, not him. It says connecting. Are you connected to the internet? We are waiting. Learning Islam is not online. Let us do it again. Don't call me. I will call you. What happened with this Skype? It's not responding. Let me exit and call again. Don't call me, idiot. I just told you don't call me. I will call you. If we are calling each other in the same time, it's not going to go through. Mental. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. You have your dad with you?
Yes, my dad is with me right now.
All right. And I want you to join him, not only your dad, please.
Yeah, my dad's here. He's sitting with me.
He's what?
He's right next to me.
All right. Go ahead. What do you want to say to us?
Okay, hello?
Hello?
Yes, can I please talk to you about whether Islam is a peaceful religion?
But this is the same voice. You said your dad.
No, it's not.
Okay, can you talk both of you at the same time?
Okay. Yeah, hello, can you hear me now?
I hear you. Can you both of you talk in the same time? Because you said your dad will talk to me, but the voice did not change.
He just spoke to you right now.
You said your dad. I don't
Yes.
know. You are the
He said
dad
hello.
or you are the son?
Wait, can I just say one thing, please?
I'm asking you. You are the dad or or the son?
No, right now I'm the son. My dad's here. He just spoke to you a second
Okay,
ago.
no. I want you both of you to say hello in the same time.
Okay. Hello.
Both of you say hello.
We just did. Can you hear me properly?
No, I heard only one person.
Well, he just said it as well.
Let him talk with you. Go ahead. Both of you talk.
Okay. Hello.
Both of you talk.
He just spoke.
I want both of you to talk.
Yeah, he just said it. We both said it at the same time just
My
now.
friend, you did not. It's one person. Don't play games with me. It's the same voice.
Wait, can I just say one thing?
Can you open your
please?
camera? Can you open your camera?
Okay, 1 minute. How do I do this? Okay. Here, my camera is on.
All
Can you
right.
see me?
What I see you? The room is so dark. How I can see you? What is that?
Let
Where
me
is
turn
your
my light on.
Where is your dad?
My dad is here. 1 second. Let me just show you.
Okay.
Here you go. I given it to him.
I don't see anyone. It's so dark. It's the same person. Turn the light on so I can see.
No, right now the power is out.
My friend, it's the same person. I can see your voice moving. You said this is him.
My friend, please, can you just listen to what I want to say?
Okay, so don't tell me you have your dad with you. It's you. Okay, what do you want to say? Go ahead. Turn the light on. Turn the light on.
Right now the power is gone, but I'll just open my curtains. Here, can you see me now?
Yeah, the light is behind you, so I can't see you. Anyway.
Yeah, here. This is the curtains are open.
Yeah, I see you. So what your dad want to say to me?
He wrote this down. He wrote down everything he wanted to say.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what everything you want to say.
Let's say one thing quickly before we start.
Okay.
Before we start, I want you to give every single claim that you have against Islam on why it is not peaceful.
I don't care about Islam is being peaceful or not. I care about Islam being stupid. What do you think? Because if Islam is stupid, everything else is not important. Because I can be a person. Oh no, hold on. I don't care if Islam is peaceful or not. Is Islam a smart religion or a stupid religion?
It is a smart version.
It's a smart. Opinion. Okay, so if Allah is a smart, then He is God. If He is a stupid, then He is not God. What do you think?
Well, if He is stupid, that means He's got human kind of characteristics.
Well, so okay, can you prove to me that? Let your dad take then. Can you prove to me, you and your dad together, that Allah is a smart God?
Yes, we both believe that.
Okay, tell me. I know you believe in that, but you have to prove it to me that Allah is a smart God.
Well, that's why I'm saying to you, can you give your own opinions on why you believe it's not smart? And after 15 minutes, I will give you my reasons. I will answer your claims.
After 15 minutes? Why 15 minutes? No, you tell me. I'm not going to pick up cherries and attack you with it. You tell me, choose for me a topic to prove that Allah is smart, and I will answer you. Go ahead.
Islam is peaceful. That's my opinion.
I don't care if it's peaceful or not. I don't care.
Okay, we'll give you reasons then.
What reason?
That why you believe that it's not peaceful.
Well, the Quran says not peaceful. Are you stupid or what? Isn't it the Quran says don't cry for peace?
No, the Quran clearly shows many verses saying that we are peaceful religion.
No,
and that we care.
that's false. That's false. The Quran says, cry not for peace and you are the uppermost. So the Quran put a condition that you go only for peace when you are weak.
Can you please repeat that verse?
You do not know? Isn't it your dad next to you?
No, he just left the room.
Why he left? I thought he wanted to debate me. You keep saying to me, my dad, which is nobody there except you.
Oh, you don't really listen, do you?
Where is your dad? Where is your dad? I want to talk to your dad. I don't talk to kids.
Do you know how old I am?
How old are you?
I'm 18. I'm not a kid.
You are 18?
Yes.
So what is the age of maturity in Islam?
Age of maturity is puberty. Once you hit puberty.
So Aisha, she was a puberty when she was 18 years old?
Well, no, because puberty happens before 18.
What the age of Aisha when she got her puberty?
She was 9 years old,
Uh-huh.
but she did not move in with the Prophet until she was 13.
Oh, that's deep. Okay, can you show me the reference?
Okay, I heard it in a hadith, but let me explain to you then.
No, don't explain to me. Give me the reference.
I'm gonna read out everything my father wrote, and then you have to
No,
answer.
where is your father? Don't tell me your father wrote. You are a liar. You said you have a father with you, and there is nobody. You are just a Muslim. And Muslims always lie. Where is your father?
He just left the room.
Why he left the room? So you keep saying to me, my dad will debate you. My dad want to debate you. My dad want to debate you. And the second I call you, your dad left the room. I did not see him in the room to leave the room. I asked you to say hello. You stupid idiot. You are just a kid. Go. Let your dad call me. Potato. His dad left the room. The guy is so excited. He wanna debate me. My dad, just take a hike, man. Just take a hike. Don't force me to block you. My dad left the room. Islam is peace. The Quran says, cry not for peace when you are the uppermost. And Muhammad says, go and bring them with chain around their necks. And I want to show you that Islam is peace. I mean, this is the most stupid topic ever. All the Muslims want to debate about this, by the way, because this is the only way to avoid the real problem of Islam. It's not only the violence. Violence is one side, is a small side, actually. Of, you know, I can say, okay, God can be violent too. I mean, God can punish, God can kill, no problem. But can God be stupid? Can God be stupid? Your God is the most stupid one ever. Ever. Anyway, guys, we have our live for Christmas is ready. All right. So we will shut down here, and let me give you the link for the second one. Maybe the admin can post the link. Maybe the admins. Do we have admins today or no admins here? I guess all the admins are busy in Asia, celebrating, getting ready for the Christmas. We have only Andro and MB. Yeah, look like the Indonesian admins are not here too. How many people here from Indonesia and, you know, Asian countries with us? If a woman loves her son, but her son goes to hell, does that mean that the mother will be miserable and leave and have, or will God make her stop loving her son? My friend, you ask silly questions, but no problem. I used to you are silly. If you are, I have a father, I have a mother, I have a family like everybody. If all of them, they go to hell, I don't care. Because they go to hell because they choose to go to hell. So we as a believers, we believe that the one who go to hell is the one who deserves to go to hell. So why you want to be sad for justice? I will not be sad for justice. God, he did everything to save them. They refuse. The fireman, he come to your house every day, says, you know what, you don't have a distinguish. You know what, your house, your heater is a fire hazard, and you said to him, get lost, I don't want to see you. Every day. A year after year, a year after year, thousands of years. And you refuse to listen to the fireman. So when the fire come to you, why the fireman will cry for what happened? You are stupid. And you deserve what happened to you. I will cry for nobody. My son, my daughter, my mother, my father, I don't care. Because simply, for me, they are there because they deserve to be there. What this is false emotion for? You know, and you are an atheist, you don't believe in that anyway, you know. Don't worry about your mother. You will go to hell, don't worry, you know. And you, like, you can take the blondie with you. Which one, by the way, is posting this? The blondie or Tom? Your questions, my friend, is like Tom and Jerry. You don't have any IQ of intelligence. From the Philippines, okay. So guys, we will go live again. Some people cannot be happy. Don't go to heaven. Don't go. I mean, this guy, you want to make it complicated, you know, like God want to put you in the bus to send you to heaven. And no, I cannot go to heaven. My son, he went to hell. Please, I want to take him with me. So, okay, you know what? I will keep you with him. Don't go to heaven. Don't go in the bus. Don't be stupid, idiot. You are just you are talking like a kid. Are you sure you are a man? Are you sure you're an adult? When your son or daughter, they die, if you really love them based on what you say, you should follow them to the grave. Don't stay alive. I mean, come on. If you or the blondie died because you love her and she love you, you join the grave, sleep there, stay there, close the door. You're just a hypocrite man trying to find an excuse. Drunk people. Anyway, you cannot play with the Christian Prince, my friend. I will make you shish kebab in 2 seconds. So guys, I'm going to finish here. Lisa, the admin, she is posting the link. Click at that link and you will be in that broadcast. We will be there. Today we will take calls from Christians. We will not debate Muslims. It's just for Christmas. And because in Asia already, it's a December 24th, correct? Yeah. So because of the, you know, for us, the, you know, Santa Claus will come late. They will get the best of the gifts, man. You know, and the gift will change. And a gift coming to Asian will be different from a gift coming to Arab. An Arab like me, what Santa Claus will give him? I mean, just think about it. Santa Claus is coming to Arabian town. Suicide belt. The song will be different. Jungle bombs, jungle bombs, jungle bombs away. Terrorist here, terrorist there, terrorist everywhere. Yeah, so let us go and we will be live. Click at the link the admin, she is posting for you if you don't mind, if you like to join us, and we will be in that broadcast in a few minutes from now. Can you say may Allah curse me if it's not true? Another sign of stupidity, you know, just to show you how Muslims, why I say those people, they have a low IQ. Just to show you. Muhammad, he told them there is something, it's called al-mubahala. Al-mubahala, which means a cursing party, you know. Where is the text he made? So when some Christian, they came to Muhammad and asked him, challenge him to debate the coward, he ran away and he refused to debate them. Where is the text we copied? Hold on. I'm trying to find the screenshot. Oh, here we go. So guys, look what this guy he said. Just to show you how dummy they are. Christian Prince, can you say may Allah curse me if I am not true? Say it. It's a challenge from a Muslim that he gave you. Read this, please. Brother, can you say it or not? My friend, just to show you how stupid. I fought at Allah. I spit at Allah. I spank Allah. And who can Allah dare to curse me? I dare him. I mean, you people are stupid. So Allah will not curse me unless I ask him? You people are the most stupid, low IQ ever. So I'm insulting Allah every day. I write tons of books about Allah, spanking him. And now Allah will not curse me unless... This is Allah. He smoke a lot. Who is this? Allah? Yes, it's me. Why you are calling me? Allah, I told you, don't smoke hashish. Shut up, I don't smoke hashish. I take cocaine. Who are you? I'm a Christian prince. Christian prince! I'm going to curse you now. Allah, you cannot curse me more. I mean, I look so bad, man. What you will do? What you can do? I mean, are you going to make me look ugly? Hello? So those stupid people, they think, you know, Al-Ghurmuti, he destroyed the Kaaba. He killed 10,000 Muslims. And he took the black stone, he put it under his foot. And he was screaming to the sky saying, Allah, where are you? Hey, Mr. Fort. And Allah did nothing to him. And he never even was killed by Muslims. And even they paid him money after 20 years to get the black stone. Your God is useless, my friend, the same as the private part of your prophet, who he said he needed a shish kebab from his God, sent by Jibreel to make it work. Nothing worked in this religion. Like, can you say, may Allah curse me? Oh, my heart, I cannot move. Something else is moving. What is that? Oh, this is like a mice, okay. I thought, man, Allah, he just said, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. And Allah right away, immediately he punished me. Immediately. Idiots. Potatoes. Copy this part and give it to your friends and let them laugh. So guys, we will be live in a few minutes in the other channel. The admin is posting for you the link. All right. If you want to join us for a Christmas, we will take calls from Christians who would like to celebrate Christmas, share anything with me. Everybody is welcome. I will make just some tea and I will go live in 5 minutes. Actually, you know what? I will go live right away, but I will be in the kitchen, you know. So I'll just give me 5 minutes. I will make, it doesn't take much, you know, especially after Allah, he cursed me. The water will be boiling so faster. Why your Bible say, she say that that snow is kept stone house. I don't know what this guy is talking. Anyway, you know, the Muslims are worried about everything in the Bible, but their stupid God, he confirmed the Bible. Why ask your God Allah? Isn't it your stupid God? He said in the Quran, مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَهُمْ. You Muslims, are you drunk? Why your God agree with our book if our book is not good? When there come to them, the Jews, a book, the Quran, this Quran, from Allah, confirming what is with them. Between two brackets, the Torah and the Gospel. So one of the drama of the Muhammadan, because they are ignorant like their prophet, they do not know how to read, how to write. They keep attacking the Bible and the stupid Allah confirming the Bible. What is with them? Not what make it more horrible. He is not saying confirming the Bible. No, confirming what is with me. I mean, this God, he need too much hashish. The cocaine is damaging his brain. We need to downgrade his smoking to hashish. Okay, Hamoud, as long my Bible is corrupt, my friend, and he keeps saying the word she, I don't know what kind of language you speak, as long my Bible is corrupt, so why your stupid God saying my Bible is not? Is that your book or my book? Why Muslims have no brain? Christian Prince, your Bible is corrupt, okay, and he keeps saying she is corrupt. The Bible is she is corrupt? Man, oh man, it's a potato time. Guys, we will be in the other live. Click at the link. The admin is posting it. And join us. And we will be live in a few minutes from now. I will make just some tea because my hands is freezing. It's so cold, extremely cold here. I'm sure it's so cold too in Indonesia. I heard in Indonesia about the snow today. You know, if you tell me this is not true, Al-Bukhari says so. It's authentic, it's sahih. If the Muslim believe in flying carpet, why they will not believe that it's snowing now in Indonesia? Hello? Just tell them Al-Bukhari said that, and they will go for it. Thank you very much. See you after a few minutes in the other live stream, which is called Merry Christmas, Indonesia, Philippines, India, Korea, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody from Asia. If you are not scared, prove a Trinity. My friend, I do not need to prove a Trinity. Your God Allah himself, he proved it. Isn't it your God Allah? He started the Quran by saying, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Isn't it your stupid God? He don't even start anything without three names. Huh? Is it your Quran or not? Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Three names. And look, Islam is a religion of a Trinity. Not only Allah, he have three names, he keep repeating Muhammad, Jibreel, and Allah. If one is missing, Islam is gone. There is no Islam without Jibreel, and there's no Islam without Muhammad, and there's no Islam without Allah. The three musketeers. All right, guys. See you in the Christmas channel. I mean, the Christmas broadcast in a few minutes, and see you soon. Because those Muslims, they will never stop saying stupid things. See ya. Take care.